That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff. But
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
What's up? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 5K subs, man. Late night stream is currently 3:20 a.m. And yeah, man, let's get right into it, bro. We ain't got much time to waste. It's so late. We might as well get right to it, shall we? All right, cool beans. So first things first, I guess we can go to the scores, overall box scores of the night, and then we'll speak from there. So the first game, both games were on at the same time tonight, but the New York Liberty defeated the Chicago Sky. This was the start of Commissioner's Cup play, and the Liberty blew them out pretty much by 20 the entire night, as you see there. But Angel Reese, I saw one. It was like one random podcast, and it was just like the Sky need to include Angel in more actions where she's shooting mid-range out, because she got blocked 5 times last game, and she led the league in blocks and this and that, or getting her shot blocked. And why don't they have her just shooting the ball more outside of the paint and outside of the restricted area? Stop having her trying to shoot so many layups all the time. And so I remember I just seen a glimpse of the game. I just saw parts of the game and stuff like that in the first half, because it was on the plane. It was on the plane because it was on ESPN. So I saw little glimpses of the first half before I fell asleep at halftime. And Angel shot a corner 3, and she was shooting jumpers and stuff like that. So as you see, she does that. The result is a 17 and 11 point performance. Pretty good performance from Angel offensively, it looks like. Now, I haven't seen the field goal percentage, everything like that, field goal attempts, but it looked like it was a pretty efficient game for her offensively, and kind of what you really expect from her offensively on a more consistent basis. Let me see if I could find a full box score. ESPN usually has the full box scores. Coco Gauff received a standing ovation at this one. Shout out to Ari Chambers. She's in the little picture for Yahoo Sports. So first of all, salute to both of them. The WNBA is so important, right? Coco Gauff is so important. Salute to both of them. I said that already. All right. Hold on. The Sky are really bad this year, bro. I know I made a whole video that said they need Kennedy Carter, but goodness gracious, it's really bad, bro. Angel was 8 of 13, 17 points on 13 shots. Sounds like an efficient night to me. Let me see. Okay. Cardoso 8 points and on 8 shots. Banham 3 points on 6 shots is crazy. Rebecca Allen 3 shots, 0 points. Ridiculous. Ariel Atkins 11 points on 11 shots. This is supposed to be your scorer this year. Is the Olympian, the all-star Ariel Atkins. What is going on? Is she officially over the hill? I'm not going, man. Haley Van Lith still 5 points on 5 shots. Yeah. But Haley Van Lith, she kind of do some things sometimes when she gets some minutes. Kia Nurse 8 points on 6 shots. Elizabeth Williams 4 points on 7. That's terrible. Come on, bro. What's going on here? Maddie Westbell 2 points on 4 shots. Anya Murray 8 points on 3 shots, and she didn't miss a shot. Sheesh. She should probably get more than 8 minutes, huh? Yeah. On the New York side of things, business as usual. Sabrina Nescu 23 points. Stewie 18 points. Coming off the bench, Kennedy Burkett 15 points. Pretty just all around traditional New York effort right here. Natasha Cloud 5 points. Sabali 9 points, and how many rebounds? 3 rebounds. Phoebich 6 points. Solid all around effort. And Jonquel Jones didn't play. JJ didn't play. So there's that. That's the first game. In the first game, there were some kind of comments around it, of course, as there usually is around. I think Angel Reese is just a polarizing figure, someone who is constantly discussed for some reason. But yeah, Claressa Shields said, I still don't know how I didn't win Sportswoman of the Year for the BET Awards, but congrats to Angel Reese. She said Angel Reese and all the other nominees. I just thought accolades mattered. See, the thing is, like, a lot of people were complaining about, how Claressa is just doing this to complain about Angel Reese and things of that sort. This is how Claressa Shields speaks. Like someone said, who was it? It was Alexis. Alexis, the publicist. She said where it was like Ressa's never spoke like this before she got with that rapper boyfriend. And that's not true. Claressa Shields has always spoke like this. If, like I said, if you look at our interview on the channel, and I'll link it at the end of this video, right? From a couple years ago. I went down the list of, I put the top 10 athletes of like 2022, because this was 2023 when I did the interview, or it might have been 2024, and it was the top 10 athletes of 2023. And I had her at like 10 or something like that. And she was going one by one. She was like, they don't have a championship. They don't have a championship. They don't have a champ. Like, she was like legit. I never heard of this person. I don't know who, like, she didn't know who Jaden Daniels was. like, like, it was crazy, but Ressa's always like kind of advocated for herself. If you watch The Fire Inside, the movie with Ryan Destiny's playing her, it's the same thing, bro. Like, she's really advocating for kind of people to pay attention to women's boxing, because it's the same thing. It's the same thing with with Buddy, over on the USA men's track team. What's his name? Noah Lyles. Yeah, I believe it's Noah Lyles, bro. He's doing the same thing where it's like, dog, I'm winning world championships. I'm doing this, and like no one's paying attention. And I could do everything I could possibly do in track, but Anthony Edwards just gets something because he plays a more popular sport. And it's kind of like, yeah, I'm sorry. That's kind of how it goes, Noah. Hold on, let me lift my camera up, because this thing cutting off my head is like annoying me, the headroom. All right, hold on. But yeah, that's just Ressa, bro. I don't think it's her being any different just because it's Angel Reese, to be honest. And y'all know I'll speak up on some Angel Reese stuff for sure, quick. Sir, someone said, girl, don't go down here complaining. You're talented. Don't let that get overshadowed because you appeared to come off as a sore loser. Just delete the tweet, say congratulations, and keep it moving. She said, sore loser. Nah, you hate the facts. You got to miss Shields, but Reese has accolades too. Yes, she does. But who has more accolades, more success in their field? Please use Google before responding. Did she just what you call? Didn't Ressa just get off a suspension for steroids last year? And she moved to like UFC because she was suspended in boxing? Am I tripping? Hold on. Claressa Shields suspended. Because I'm trying to. Claressa Shields faces no further discipline over error in testing. Oh, that's what it was. She was suspended, but it was like a false test, and she was like, "Y'all said that. Y'all said all." I remember that. Faulty test evidence proved that the suspension was lifted a few days ago. Today, now the complaint is closed. Yo, it was real loud about me supposedly, quote unquote, smoking marijuana and being suspended, and I'm still the undisputed heavyweight champ. I have the order to prove it. With the matter now resolved, Shields 16-0, 3 TKOs, is free to fight to schedule her next fight. Claressa Shields is the clean athlete whose career from Olympic champion to multi-division world champion has been nothing short of historic. Her promoter, Dimitri Slita, told ESPN on Monday she has been dedicated to the highest level of integrity, professionalism, and excellence in the sport. Two other boxers tested positive for marijuana on Shields' undercard. Victor Conti, sports science and nutrition guru who works with Shields, wrote on X last month that there was heavy marijuana smoke in the arena on fight night. It is the responsibility of the Michigan Commission to protect the health and safety of the combat participants and not penalize them for being exposed to secondhand smoke with absolutely no intent to cheat, Conti said. Yeah, so that was March, that literally 2 months ago. So she was suspended in February. So who I think was suspended for that must be Bumgarner, right? Let me see. Elisa Bumgarner. Was she suspended? Suspension. Okay, yeah. She was the one suspended for the for steroids last year, bro. Bumgarner has been cleared of intentionally taking a banned substance. I remember that. Because this might have been all right. I'm going down the rabbit hole now, but watch the interview from 2 years ago, Claressa Shields. I'm gonna clip it at the end of the video. Is your dreads pulled too tight? Who got what? Get your goofy off my. You sound dumb. It's a popularity contest, dumb. I won an ESPY. People actually vote slow. This ain't that. All right, so someone said this, bro. You're becoming unlikable in the way that you present yourself. You are very beautiful and talented, but you can't hate on another black woman out loud. It's cringe. Be graceful. Your time will come. Her time been came. She a Olympian, a song. You know what I'm saying? So this dude, he quote tweeted and said, the time frame for this award spanned March 2024 to March 2025. Let's rattle off some accomplishments during that time. Angel Reese, SEC Player of the Year, SEC All-Defensive Team, AP All-American, WBCA All-American, NCAA All-Region Team, WNBA All-Star, WNBA All-Time Leader in rebounds per game, Unrivaled Champion, Unrivaled Defensive Player of the Year, Second Team All-Unrivaled, broke numerous WNBA records, all while being who she is off the court, pushing women's sports forward and not trying to dim the light of other black women. 100%. 100%. At the same time, it's at the same time. Who are the? Let me go to the nominees, bro. BET Awards 2025 nominees, and I have a video on that too. If you want to go look at it and see me discuss these things. Let me see. Is it on here on USA Today? It might be. It might not. Let's see. I know I wrote a story on it myself. I should look at my own story, huh? All right, Sportswoman of the Year. The nominees were Simone Biles, Sha'Carri Richardson, because it's Carrie. It's Carrie. She said that. She was like, it's not Kari. Stop saying Kari. It's Carrie. And I favorited it. Let me see if I could pull it up to make sure I'm getting this thing right. Sha'Carri. Where we at? Make sure I get this right before we move on. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. All right, got it. Boom.
Hi, Bubble Bath. I just wanted to sit and share, y'all. My name is Sha'Carri, not Sha'Carri.
Sha'Carri. Yeah. So Sha'Carri. Okay, all right. Back to this. Hold on, why is it not sharing the other tab now? There we go. Okay. So you got Angel Reese, Asia Wilson, Claressa Shields, Coco Gauff, Don Staley, Flage, Juju Watkins, Sha'Carri Richardson, and Simone Biles. Juju Watkins was the best player in college basketball last year. Flage was one of the best players in the country. Plus, she had the whole music thing going on. And I think she probably had the most impactful NIL deals, where she had the one deal where she teamed up with the bank or the financial literacy kind of thing. And then they gave loans, or they forgave the loans of 100 Louisiana families for a lot of money. Like, I thought that was very impactful. And then she did the Powerade. She was on every commercial in the NCAA tournament. So when you talk about off the court impact, I think she, was kind of up there. Don Staley, obviously a big year for her with the book coming out, and a great season, even though, they kind of fell short of their expectations, which is just undefeated national championship. At the same time, it was still a great season. Coco Gauff, won another major, but I know the voting happened before. She just won with like 2 days before that. So, we were already in LA when she won overseas. So, but next year, I mean, at some point, Coco Golf, it's time for her to start getting her, her BET awards for sure. Ressa, like she said, she's still undefeated heavyweight champion of the world. And The Fire of Desire came out. Her own movie came out last year. It was a big year for her. And the Papoose scene. So she became like more culturally relevant. I don't know, bro. I felt like Ressa does make a great case. I'm not gonna lie to you. Asia Wilson at the same time. I think the only thing that held Asia back from having a perfect year was not winning the championship, not winning, not defending their championship. However, it's difficult to repeat, as everybody knows, as cliche as that is. But her book came out. No, her book's been out before last year. But she had the A1s come out, and then the A1 clothing line, and then she had other commercials come out, and then she had what else did Asia Wilson have this past year? The Olympic gold medal last year. So Asia did a lot. Asia did a lot. So I wouldn't have been mad at that either. And she's the best player in the league. She was MVP last year, wasn't she? So, Asia won another MVP. And then Angel Reese won. And we already went through what she accomplished this past year. Ah, man. I think Juju puts up a good fight. I think Claressa puts up a good fight. I think Coco Gauff and Asia Wilson all put up pretty good arguments. And I think the Angel Reese choice, I think it just leaned more, like she said, more a bit off the court than kind of. But what Angel did with like the double records and stuff was huge. It was huge. At the same time, though, we talking about people who won championships, people who had movies made about them, people who had, some big things, bro. Some big things. Like Juju didn't win the championship, but Juju was like carrying her team. And that's all due respect to, her support cast, because she had a great support cast. As you see, Kiki out there, the leading candidate for WNBA Rookie of the Year, in addition to, TVO and the kids, Avery Howell, who was the other kid, and then Kennedy Smith, of course, like all three of them, the freshies, they were doing their thing too. I'm rambling. But yeah. That's what I have right there. Let me see if okay. I wanted to bring this up on Angel Reese talking about it. Shout out to Natalie Esquire
I
for
know
the video.
today wasn't as you expected, but how does it feel to win BET Sportswoman of the Year for the third time?
It's great. Thank you, Ariel, for sure. Obviously, this is my third one. Obviously, it really meant something to other people today because it's me.
Oh.
And I just focus on basketball. I come into work every day and work.
Oh man.
I don't complain. I don't care about anything else. I have bad days. I haven't been playing well at all. And I can sit here and just mope around and point the finger, but it's been me. And I take accountability.
Hey, first of all, I appreciate this from Angel Reese for taking accountability. I appreciate that so much, and I appreciate her for being real about the way she's been playing offensively.
I come in every day and try to be better than the next and better than the last. And I know my teammates trust me. I know they have my back. Ariel has my back through everything. And I just love that being a part.
And I also do think it's a bit tone deaf for Claressa to go on this rant, like right after Angel went through the investigation with the WNBA of someone saying alleged, racist things to her. And they investigated and they didn't find anything. And then everybody who was already against Angel was just like, I told you, it was all made up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like the whole world wasn't believing in Angel. The whole world was against Angel. Every time she missed a layup, it's a viral TikTok. Like there's this entire trend of like she misses the first shot and they go, it's a big thing, right? I've never seen that with any other player. So I do think it's a bit tone deaf for Claressa to say that about Angel Reese as she's going through what she's kind of gone through lately. At the same time, Claressa's going through a lot too. Like people have made fun of Claressa and that relationship she has with Papoose and stuff. And she's been going back and forth with Remy, public, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's going through something, but I think because of that, it also is just more the sense to not go after somebody. What up, Nate? He said, good evening. I've honestly began to tune out the haters. That's a good way to go, man. That's a good way to go, bro. Good way to live.
Part of a team that I know really trusts me and trusts my work, and everything else is everything else. I'm just here just to come to work every day and go home. That's all I want to do, is just come to work and being able to enjoy my job that I love. People would die and kill to have this job. And being able to play with the best players in the world means a lot to me. I put my all in this shit.
Oh.
I do.
I mean, I definitely, you know, I get Angel, her emotion here, everything like that. Like I definitely get it. So I want to say, I hope Angel does better. And I hope people are just more kind to her. At the end of the day, she's human. Like I know, like she's famous, so people just think you can take a little more kind of like doo-doo-doos at people just because they're famous, but they're more famous than the next person. At the same time, like they're still human, bro. And Angel wasn't this famous, say, it's 2025. 2022, Angel Reese was not this famous. So it's like for the past 3 years, like she just was kind of launched into becoming an A-lister, bro. That's insane, dog. This is bigger than basketball stuff at Angel, is what Nate said. Like Nas said, when you're on top, there's envy. Quoting Nas in the game in New York. Claressa should have not made that comment. Like that was the young lady who lost to Coco. Oh yeah. The girl who can't beat Coco. This girl just keeps losing to Coco Golf. Like she lost to her at the U.S. Open, and now she's lost to the girl in France. And she, oh man, I would have won if we would have trained to the man. You lost twice to the same girl. It ain't no we would have won nothing. You lost. You would have lost yesterday, and you lost today. It is what it is. I did want to say this though. I did want to say this one thing, bro. 23-year-old young black woman living rent free in many heads. It the same. Oh yeah, Ressa about my age, so Ressa about 30. Someone made a joke about it. I think I have it pulled up in one of these links or whatever. But yeah, so Ariel Atkins, she spoke up for her. So let me see what Ariel Atkins said.
Kid. And the amount of crap that she gets on a day-to-day, and she still shows up. So whatever questions y'all got like about our team, basketball-wise, we appreciate it, but all the other nonsense, like, it's irrelevant. Like, we here to play basketball and do what we do. We having a hard time right now at the end of the day. Just a 23-year-old kid who handles herself with grace. Her crown is heavy. So whatever else, like, y'all want to come at her for the way that she acts, she has to build the wall. She has to have the wall. Because if she doesn't, people will break her down. Not only just because of the way she looks, but it's because of the way she carries herself. She doesn't just walk around and act like, oh, I'm this. No, she knows who she is. And we ain't going to break her down for that. So whatever other questions y'all got, like, I'm hoping it's just about basketball, maybe a box score question. But the kid's crown is heavy. Like, respect that.
Yeah. I know today wasn't as you expected, but how does it feel to win BET Sportswoman of the Year for the
Kid.
Oh, the question came right after that is crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. The question that came right after is crazy. She said, please make it about basketball. And she said, well, you did with Sportswoman of the Year. See, it's a tricky job being in media because you have to speak about what the people want to know. Like journalism is a service job to the community. It's a community service job. So you really, trying to service your community, the people who watch, read you, all that stuff. So you have to ask what people care about. It's like covering something, right? Like I have to cover things and talk about things that people care about, or it defeats the entire purpose. I'm I'm not servicing the community, I'm servicing myself. Every single thing that I do or cover, like I had a homegirl text me from college. Like, okay, she knows me from college. Okay, so a more intellectual kind of base of our relationship. And constantly when we catch up or whatever, I'm like, yeah, my YouTube channel, this and that. And I guess so she's been checking out my channel lately. And she was like, you be talking about some sissy stuff on your channel. And I was like, man, stop playing with me, bro. This and that. Woo. And I was just like, at the end of the day, I have to cover a lot of the stuff that the people care about. It just is what it is. So if people care about this Claressa Shields thing and this discussion about who won the BET Sportswoman of the Year award, that's what people care about for the day. And it's like you have Angel Reese right in front of you, this big polarizing figure. LeBron, it's the same thing with LeBron, bro. Like if something was going on with LeBron and maybe perhaps his company and the Lakers just played the game, you're not going to get LeBron any other place but a post-game interview in the locker room. You're not going to get LeBron one-on-one. You're not going to get LeBron before a game, halftime, like unless you're working for TNT and you're working the game and you interview him on the court, Taylor Rooks, before he goes into the locker room. You're not getting LeBron any other time. So it's like he's right there. You have to ask him the question about his production company right there. There's no other place to ask him, no other time to ask him. So that's exactly what these media members are doing, bro. All right, let me see what Big Nate said. Plus the outlets that are coming into the W and especially that cover the team, I think are a part of the mess as well. And then Nate said, that bothers me about the award. Why are we having a conversation about it now? The award has been in existence for how long? Yeah, I mean, I think the reason why this is even a discussion now, Nate, I'm glad you brought that up. It's kind of like a devil's advocate point to point out why it's been a discussion. It's only been a discussion right now because Angel had a bad start to her sophomore season. If this was right after Unrivaled, if BET Awards were right after Unrivaled before the WNBA season, say like in April or something, late April, no one would be questioning this, to be honest, because Angel had an amazing rookie season, darn near historic rookie season. If Caitlin Clark didn't have like the record for triple doubles and play such an exciting brand of basketball as a guard, and what I'm saying, and kind of change the entire dynamic of that team and sell out arenas and force teams to move to arenas when she came into town. If it wasn't all that with Caitlin Clark, bro, Angel Reese would have won Rookie of the Year any other season. But so it was that on top of everything she did in the offseason with her podcast. It became like the most popular podcast, kind of like in that urban space and things of that sort. Urban is just Black. I don't know why I'm saying urban, within the Black kind of culture space and things of that sort. And then Unrivaled, she played well. Defensive Player of the Year in Unrivaled. She was a part of the Unrivaled championship team. And she was second team all Unrivaled. And Unrivaled, by the way, was 36 of the most elite players in the league. The only two players out of the top who didn't participate were Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. And Asia Wilson. Everybody else participated. So it's like the fact that she still finished that high amongst the elite in the league, there's that. All right. Nate said, I disagree. I think there's a time and place for questions that aren't basketball. These reporters in New York weren't going to get another time to ask her this question. Like, it's like if you missed the pregame shoot around to ask Angel this, then you weren't going to get the time to ask her that question because you don't cover the Chicago Sky. You just cover the WNBA based out of New York. So that was, like, you know what I'm saying? So that was our only time they could really ask the question. All right. I'm not changing subjects. There's still more stuff here. A lot to unpack on this side of things. As someone said, Claressa Shields, people be 33 in a one-sided beef with Angel Reese. Well, Angel technically responded to Ressa today, so I don't know if that's necessarily one-sided. Natalie Esquire, she said, who uploaded the first clip, by the way. So I said I appreciate her. She's a 2-time Sports Emmy Award winner. I don't think I've ever seen this much full outrage over a BET award before. This comment I don't like. I don't like this. this comment, because once again, I say like we have to, as Black people, bro, respect the BET Awards, bro. Like we have to respect the BET Awards. I put so much on the BET Awards, bro. I love it. I respect it, because if we don't respect our own, who will, bro? Like Kendrick said, like Jamie Foxx said, he won an Oscar, but the BET Award means so much to him because it's his people. Donald Glover has won Emmys, he's won Grammys, but when he went up on the BET Awards stage last year and went on the rant that has, you know, popular video on my channel or whatnot, he was really passionate about winning BET Awards because like, it's our own community, bro. It's our own community. Nate said, I respect the award, but all this started because Claressa made a backhanded compliment towards Angel. 100%. But that's the way that Ressa speaks. Like, and I had proof of it on my channel from 2 years ago. Like I said, I'm gonna clip that at the end. Or not clip that at the end, but I'm gonna put the on the end of this segmented clip when I put the replay or whatever of the stream. Like, it's gonna be at the end, which is like right now, because this is the end of the segment. I'm about to move on. But yeah, Ressa always acts like this. Like I said, she didn't know who Jaden, like she dissed Jaden Daniels on my joint. Because I gave her the top 10 athletes of, I think it was 2023 and it's 2024, because it was the Vegas Super Bowl where we did the interview. And I was like, Jaden Daniels was like number 7. He was the Heisman winner and like the number 2 pick or whatever. She was like, I don't know who Jaden Daniels is. I don't know who that is. And then she said, I don't know who. It was a couple of people on that list she didn't know. So I honestly don't think she knew all of this that was going on with Angel Reese, bro. I don't think she knew. I don't think she knows much about sports and things outside of what she does. I respect the award, but all this started because, oh yeah, we already looked this up. Is this Natalie? I don't want no smoke with her. Yeah. I mean, I ain't never had no problem with Natalie's tweets. I don't follow her, so I don't see everything all the time that she does. I really appreciate her stuff, and I source her stuff a lot for these streams. But yeah, I just don't agree with this statement, because it's like too many Black people be making jokes about the BET Awards, bro. And when Black people do it, other people feel like it's cool with them doing it. And when other people do it, now I got a problem. And now, you know what I mean? Next thing.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.